It's o'clock.
Hey, y'all. I don't know what she's going on now. Let me take a look and see profile.
Alrighty.
Hey, y'all. We're waiting for people to check in. Nobody.
Give it about 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes and we'll be good. Alrighty. Once again, I am Kel.
And I am Quintella.
And this is Recipe to Chivalry. We thank you all. We thank everybody for joining us
And we're
when they can. We thank everybody for chiming in on this channel. We're going to get started
with our prayer.
With our prayer as usual. Overall, this is a Christian channel, but we do let any and everyone join in and give their opinion and voice their opinions. But this is what we do on our channel.
Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you. Lord, we thank you for your grace and your mercy. Lord, we thank you for this platform, and we ask that it be used to help someone, anybody, everybody. Lord, we just thank you for your grace and your mercy. We ask that you continue to keep us and you guide us as we continue in your way. These things we ask and we pray in your name. Let this be a good session today. Amen.
Amen. Amen. And with that being said, you can see on the screen right now the first topic of this evening. Is it okay to have different preferred levels of extravagance and spending? With a sub-question of B, combined or separate finances? So is it okay to have different preferred levels? You want to start?
No, you can start.
Okay, so with different preferred levels of extravagance and spending, I don't think there's a problem with that whatsoever, as long as you can supply that extravagance and you can maintain that spending. If it's a burden,
right? If it's going to put you in a financial strain, you shouldn't be doing it.
Then it is.
Yeah, I totally.
It may be an issue.
Right now, if you have a level of lifestyle and you're not struggling and you're able to maintain that lifestyle, then absolutely. But again, different strokes for different folks. Some people, you overspend, and I know, like us when we were younger. We overspent or spent a little bit too much, and you live and you learn, and then you kind of pull yourself back in and say, okay, you know what, I need to learn how to manage within my needs. So having a luxury or lifestyle is fine, as long as you're able to maintain that lifestyle without putting your family and yourself in a financial strain. And then again, for me, everything is done in decency and order. I mean, like me, I love nice stuff, but I am definitely a budget girl. I will shop on a budget. I do understand that some things you can't get some of my more expensive things that, they don't go on sale. It is what it is. But I've learned to ask myself, am I going to get am I going to get my money's worth out of it? So it could just be a trend, or it could be something that, that's out there, whatever, and it looks nice and it's good. But for me, it has to be something that I'm actually going to get my money's worth out of it these days. I'm not just going to buy it just because it's expensive. I mean, there's plenty of stuff that I want, but again, am I wanting it because it looks nice? That's fine, but it's either going to be able to, like I said, get my money out of it, or it's an investment. It has to be something that's an actual investment where over time the return will come back on it.
Okay.
So for me, that's what it's about.
Okay. So with that being said, it leads me into this part of it. So,
excuse me, I need my tea.
When it comes to the preferred part, let's say finances are not an issue whatsoever, and you can afford the high-end fashion designer clothes. Mm-hmm. Would you be okay if your partner chose not to do that? They chose bargain basement clothes, and you always out seen in the designer down, and they're sitting there with I don't even know.
Link didn't work for her again.
Okay, see if you can send it. Let me see. Now, excuse us for 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that again. Now, excuse me for a second.
Invite up to 10. Can you do it from there?
No.
Yeah, it says invite up to go to the dots. Oh no.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, it says add. What about the add? What's that?
Copy that.
Okay.
So it's already copied. So now I have to do is this for a hot second. Let me minimize this.
Okay. Give us a minute, yeah. Sorry. I do apologize. So we got people that's trying to log in, so we're trying to get them straight.
Compose.
Move it over.
So hang on for a second.
Okay.
All right, you should have that. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna just minimize it just in case we have to do something else.
Okay.
All right, back to my original question was, and you have your extravagant designer clothes, you're walking around with the latest fashion, and your partner's just not into that. They'll go put on some Walmart clothes or some city trend clothes or what's the store around here, Gabe's or something like that. I want to know if that would be okay for the other partner that's always in that extravagant clothing.
I don't see why not. I mean, if it's just every day, that's fine. But let's say we're going to a social event. So if we're going to some kind of charity or we're going somewhere where they may need to dress up, then city trends may not get it. So I think for that, then maybe they would have to try and just adjust.
And see, with that,
I'm sorry, I'm trying to
it could be. I know for me, like when I look back at like growing up, women could just about wear any and everything, whether it was in the high end or the very low end, and it's okay as long as they look good in it.
Mm-hmm.
Guys couldn't get away with that. They would get clowned and talked about if they didn't have up-to-date clothing.
I don't see that link. I'm sorry.
You need me to do it again?
I don't know if I need to do it again.
You check your trash?
Yeah. Send it. You sent it to my Kellen Quinn or
Yes.
to the rest. Okay, hold on. That might be it. Hold on. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
You got it?
Yes.
Okay. And that was always, I think that's where it comes with the guys always trying to impress the girls and having the latest fashion and dress up and having this and that on. And for the girls, they could get away with it. Until this day, I think that's still plausible. Like we were talking the other day, the whole Walmart trend is going on with guys going to Walmart and dressing up in Walmart outfit.
Yeah.
Now, like I said,
it
it's a trend. How long is that going to last?
I mean, we don't know. I mean, but there have been trends that have caused change and some
Sure.
things have stuck. So I think it's just a matter of what that trend does. It may actually stick.
Who knows?
So I mean, it really all depends. And again, it depends on you, your partner, your comfortability. You know, if that's not something that you really care about, you know, what your partner look like. I mean, as long as we're not going outside looking dirty and dusty and we're
Yeah,
looking
we're not
presentable
talking
for
about that.
right, because here it is. You can go to like those stores and you can find a nice outfit and you can make it look good. I've done it. I still do it. I am a big thrifter. I love thrift markets. I love thrift stores. Um, Especially when I'm looking for like blazers and there's just certain items that I'm looking for. You gotta know where to look for these things are because you can find good quality clothing everywhere. It just doesn't have to come from a designer store per se. Um, it doesn't have to come to from a hey V, are you live? Okay, it doesn't have to come from a designer store per se.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey,
oh,
so with our guests on
hey,
here,
beautiful.
how are you?
Hey.
So I don't know if you saw today's
Can you
topic.
post that link in on Facebook if possible if somebody else wants to come on? But do you see the topic up here?
Wait. Oh, hold on. Is it okay to have different preferred levels of extravagance and spending? Oh, yeah, I think that's okay.
Okay, so like my question to her was, let's say you're the type that has, and it's no financial burden, and you're able to maintain that high level of designer, this, that, and the third, but your partner doesn't do that. He's Walmart and Gabe's, and that's all he wears, and shoes are, what are those type shoes?
Mm-hmm.
You okay with that? You have to forgive me. Your face said it all. Your face almost said it all. Let me give you some time to compose your thoughts and what you're gonna say.
Um, so I don't want my man wearing British Knights. I'm sorry.
See? Thank
I,
you for the honesty.
I'm I don't want to I don't think I'm not vain, but I don't want my man wearing British Knights.
Thank you for the honesty, because that was my next level was growing up, and like I said, I think it's still prevalent today that women could wear just about anything and it'd be okay.
Mhm.
But men couldn't do that. They would get clowned for wearing something that was not in style or up to par,
Mhm.
relevant to today's fashion. We could not get away with that.
And what I was telling him was like right now they got a trend going on where the young men are going like to Walmart and they're putting the entire outfit together, shoes and everything. And I was like, so there have been trends that have stuck. I was like, and who's to say that in this current generation they may be okay with that as long as it looks presentable, as long as it looks up to date, as long you know what I mean. That might be a thing, but again, it's about preference and it's everybody's and that's why I said for today's generation.
I think it's just a trend for today's generation.
And it might be, but everything for this generation right now is a trend. Um, Even our stuff from like the 80s and you know what the way we used to dress has become a trend for a lot of those.
Mhm.
For us, that was a way of life. That's what we do. And to this day, some of those things, the way we dress and the way we do things, that's part of who we are. That's our lifestyle. Where it isn't for them.
Okay, so let me put that. I think I would say for me, my opinion of a trend now and a trend in our time growing up Our trends were cultural. They became cultural icons.
Okay.
I think today's trends are just that, a trend, a fad, something to do, to be out there, to go viral for a
For a
hot
hot
second,
minute.
and then it's over.
And you could be absolutely right.
I
But
will
again,
say one of the trends that I've seen, whether it's stuck around for maybe a year or so now, that I do actually like is um like the Asics and the I think it's the Avias,
yeah,
but those you know what I mean, like those sneakers that were not $200. You know what I mean? These were sneakers that were $100. Those type of trends, I do like those because I feel like kids who parents wasn't able to find, you know what I mean, to buy Jordans or whatever, they could actually go and get a pair of Asics and still feel like they are, like with the
right,
crowd and
right,
what everybody else is wearing. So that type of trend, I think it did this generation, because this breed of kids is different. So I think it did this generation some good. Like I thought that was a good trend. I haven't bought any, but I looked at a couple of them. Matter of fact, I do have a pair of Asics. They're not real comfortable to me, but
see,
that trend, like I said, I don't know how long it'll stick around. I think that actually did a good thing. You know what I mean, for like the younger generation. Now
so
I heard you talk about going to Walmart and doing the whole outfit. Now look, if my man want to go to Walmart, he could be Walmart down. I don't care, from the crown of his head to his ankles, baby. He cannot be in the Walmart sneaker aisle. I can't do that. I can't. I'm sorry. Like I am a sneakerhead.
you
I
are
can't. I
right.
can I can't do it.
With
From
that,
the head to the ankles. That's
with the
about
whole
it.
Asics thing, Asics were hot nowadays. It
Mhm.
was a certain type of Asics that we's like, don't wear those. But the runner track Asics were okay. The Avians were okay.
Yeah, because I just
They
looked at a
just
pair of Avias and I was like, okay, they look cute. But I got to try them on and see how they feel. Because like I was telling him, everything that's out now, just because it's a trend, don't mean I'm gonna actually jump on it or buy it or whatever. Like I want to
so
make sure I'm gonna get my money per wear and also that it's comfortable and something that makes sense.
so why don't they take the what's the Shaq sneakers and make them high? That's their generation. I would
Mhm.
say make them the new trend.
Nah, Shaq is really our generation. Shaq was
I
playing.
Shaq,
take that back. I take that back. What would
Yeah,
be their generation?
they don't have nothing. They take
I
everything.
don't know. I mean, I don't know, because the sneakers that's out now, LeBron's is ugly, the Kobe's is ugly,
Mhm.
Morant's his
But
is
I
ugly.
don't I don't I don't I don't mean those
Well, they
because
got skinny jeans.
those would be considered
They do.
those would be considered upper because they're Nike and all that. I'm talking about something that's in the store that nobody buys because they're that Walmart type.
I can't hear.
Okay, we're gonna ignore that. But yeah, we're talking about that type of sneaker. Ma, you on here?
Could you hear us? I think she
I'm
had.
frozen.
You frozen? We can.
We can hear you.
Right, we hear you just fine. I don't know why you frozen. We hear you just fine. You coming through just fine on our end. You okay on our end?
Is it me?
I'm gonna take Mommy off because she's
Yeah,
not
she
saying
ain't
it.
saying that. She just listening. So just take her off for a minute.
V,
I think
you're
it's
on here. You're
you. We can
fine.
hear you. We can hear you. We hear you. We hear
We
you.
hear you.
Yeah, we hear you just fine. Let's see, I got a comment at the bottom.
Do you?
Chris says, I think it's okay. It just depends on the couple and what they like and agree on. Big Pen said, I like Walmart. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm up here at this. He said he like, well, but you wearing Walmart sneakers?
Tomorrow in Richmond, you'll see intermittent clouds
And he a sneakerhead.
at 84 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 63 degrees.
Who is that? Can you hear now, V?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know. I just left and came right back in. I don't know. My phone rung, and when I ignored it, something messed something up.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some clarification because we have another gentleman on here. We got Twigs on here. He said he likes Walmart. I asked him, but are you wearing Walmart sneakers? Because he's a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go.
He ain't wearing Walmart sneakers.
Yeah,
he's a sneaker.
he ain't wearing no
Yeah,
Walmart.
I seen his feet.
Yeah. He ain't wearing.
You see this feet?
Yes,
I'm out here lying.
they was not from Walmart.
He said, "Don't be on here shopping."
I like Walmart. We all like Walmart. Walmart has some cute stuff. Like there is a pair of golfer pants that Kel like.
Now I will say,
And I can't find them nowhere else, but they're comfortable and I can only find them there.
I am particular when it comes to my feet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always have been.
He said, nah. Okay.
Exactly. That's what we say. Exactly.
It's about, that's what we get into. You talk about you like Walmart. So you wear them sneakers? Nah, he ain't gonna put the sneakers on. But like you said, from the head to the ankles,
Mm-hmm.
wear what you want to wear, but them feet better be right.
So we agree that it's okay to have a different preferred level, but we can admit that we can't get away with what y'all can get away with.
And I think I wonder if, and I won't even say it's a cultural thing for the most part. Do y'all think that it is for us?
I think it's more exaggerated cultural wise, but I think it's overall a thing.
You think so?
Yeah,
I've
because
seen some people that don't care what's on their feet. I've seen just the opposite where I've been out in places and I know where the pants, and this is time I'll see a nice pair of pants or shirt or even a pair of jeans that I know are not regular jeans. They may be like $200 pair of jeans, and then you see him, he got the Jesus shoes on.
But see, there you go. So he's got designer pants on.
She's okay. Twig said, "I'll put on their sweatpants and t-shirts." Right.
So he's got the designer pants on. So he doesn't count to what I'm saying because in my mind, automatically he's going with comfortability because he can afford whatever he wants to put on his feet. He's probably going for more comfortable for him because he's got a $200.
Okay, but I've seen people that right, they go for what comfortable, and a pair of Walmart shoes ain't comfortable. They're gonna go with a pair of shoes from somebody else that they know are comfortable. So they're gonna wear a pair, like if they're gonna get a pair of Jesus slides or like a pair of like the ugly sneakers and stuff you just named this out, but they're gonna cost some money.
But what I'm saying is still, the question was, is it cultural that we cannot get away with what y'all can get away with?
What female?
I think it is, but I also think that it depends on the female as well. Because I do feel like I've seen some couples and they both got toe up feet. You know what I mean? But for them, you know what I mean? For them, that's okay. So I think that it just Gracie, please. I think that it just depends. I think it depends. I think it depends on I do think it's cultural, but I also feel like it kind of depends on the person. You know what I mean? As well. Cuz I feel like if if the female, you know what I mean, if she don't care, if she shop at Walmart for her sneakers, you know what I mean, then she might go to the men's aisle and get him a pair.
All right, so let me give you
What?
uh, a scenario of something I've seen, right?
Hey,
So
baby.
movie. In the movie, the girl is in not a club, but she's in a bar, almost like a sports bar. And she's in the sports bar. She has an earpiece on, and because somebody's talking to her in the earpiece, and her glasses are like state of the art glasses, but she can see what the girl sees.
Mm-hmm.
And they see a guy, and they scan. She's scanning the guy, and it goes from his glasses, his hat, his shirt, his pants, his shoes. They're scanning it, and what it is, and the quality and the cost of it's like $30, Walmart, $15, Gauge, $40. Like, oh no, not him, not him, not him. Then it scans the other guy. He's sitting there, and he doesn't have the big sticker on the back that says Balenciaga, nothing like that. But it scans his watch, and it's Audemars, $5,000 watch, $10,000 watch. Scan his glasses, and it's I'm just making up names, Ray Bans or whatever. Scan his coat. I mean, his
shirt,
his suit, and it's a designer suit that's like three. Like, oh yeah, him. Just based off that movie alone, and those movies, we can take some truth from movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
You agree with that, right?
Yes, I do.
There are people, and when I say people, women, some women that do just that without the automation. They
Right.
scan a guy, and based off of what he has on,
And what he driving?
and what he has on his body, what he has on his feet, he gets put in a category of quality wise, and whether or not you want to deal with this guy just based off of just strict. You haven't even talked to him, just strictly what he has on. Where
Okay.
most men don't even do that. You could have on a skirt that you just put together yourself from some what's the store we get all the like supplies and stuff from, the craft store.
Hobby Lobby?
Not Hobby Lobby, but no, we can use Hobby Lobby because they sell material.
Yeah.
Go to Hobby Lobby and make your skirt at home with your sewing machine and put it on. And we see you in the club. We don't go, Hobby Lobby. She don't qualify. She look good regardless, and we like the way
Well,
she looks.
Your bro on here said, bro, it depends on the person. We can take an outfit from Old Navy and make it hot.
Who said that? Think her?
Uh-huh.
No, that's not the question. You're absolutely right with that. But speak to what I'm just saying. Is that a fact or not? That you can get, as men, we get scanned with that Hobby Lobby outfit, and if she knows it's from Hobby Lobby or could tell, you get downgraded. Like, I think it's a rap song. Says guys don't buy all these expensive cars and stuff because they love the expensive car, because the girls like the expensive cars, and they're trying to impress them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, somebody else said, Deborah said, now, I need my glasses and ears checked. Saw Walmart and thought y'all was talking about shopping for your husband and shoes. There. Oh my God, today.
You can. I mean, if that's your preference, that's your preference. All right, let me put this out there. If that's where you shop,
that's
where you want to shop for whoever, that's fine. And I could care less. What I'm saying is, the first question was, is there a difference in preference? And we said there can be a difference in preference. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. I just threw another question out there that in society, we can't get away with that preference of not being extravagant like y'all can, where y'all women can put on just about anything at any price level. It could be 25 cents. And most men don't judge y'all off of that. But On the reverse side, we do get judged off based on what we have on.
I'm trying to.
Very much so a judger based off of what you got on.
Right, like you're my era. There was
And
a
then
time.
I'm looking at the feet. If I see you got on a pair of Jordan 28s, boy, what are you doing? I don't care. Just because it say Jordan don't mean you put it on your feet. Retros only. Yes, I'm definitely scanning, and yes, I'm definitely talking about you afterwards.
So, like growing up, felines were hot when they came out, and they quick. Well, I'm gonna say quickly, but they faded out. Where if you had them on, you got clowned. But
Mm-hmm.
then here lately, they started trying to make a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Where you start seeing them in Walmart and other stores, and people start putting them on.
Okay, I'm trying to. Somebody was saying that our page wasn't private, or I mean, wasn't public, and I'm trying to make it where they can be able to get in to see it. But
Did you
yeah,
post a Restream on the
yeah,
page?
yes, I did.
Okay.
I did do that, but I don't know if it's still letting people in or not. So
Well, if you can't get into the Facebook page, you're more than welcome to jump on the
the
Restream.
restream and
Just realize you will come on. You can be heard and seen,
or you don't have to be seen if
or I
you're.
can close your camera off. I think I can, and you could just be. Excuse me. You could just be heard.
So y'all are able to come in while I try to figure out what's going on with that. Um, but yeah,
Let me see.
um, let me see. I think I got it. Maybe.
Yeah, I can hide the camera and keep the audio if you don't want to be seen. That's fine. But yeah, so I think we put the nail in the coffin on that one. So now we can go to the second question, which is should there be combined or separate finances in dating or marriage, either or? What say ye? She gave the slight little nod. So I'm thinking that's a separate for you.
We're gonna keep.
I'm very much so I definitely don't mind having like, a joint account. You know what I mean? Like we use this account to pay bills, for the household or, whatever we need, house, car, groceries, whatever. I'm definitely gonna have my own separate bank account.
Okay, why?
Um
Who?
Twig, somebody I didn't get his comment. I did.
But go ahead, V.
I think that's just so really it's just a mental thing for me. It's just knowing that um I know that me and my partner are in it together, but I always know that I'm gonna put aside enough for a rainy day to make sure if anything goes left, I got me.
Okay. Anybody else want to chime in on that?
For me, um, that's like with us. We have accounts that are together, but definitely have my own separate accounts for other stuff. So I think having a combined is fine. So the combined handles the household. Anything outside of that, I am it's mine. That's my account, and he has his account, and that's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. So we have a combo of both. We don't keep as far as finances being separate. How do you want to answer that? Like as far as like
Well, for
finance.
me, I don't care either way. If someone wants to have their own, that's fine. If someone said we should have one account, that's fine too. I mean, Like think about when we first got married, there was one account,
Yeah, there was one account.
and it just depends. I guess it depends on the couple, how comfortable you are. If you just want to have your own, just say you have your own, like you said, put some to the side for yourself. Yeah, you can do what you want to do with it. When you
And
get
it's
ready,
not right.
I don't have an issue.
But I think that's also like conversations that should be had because I know plenty of people they just assume
And it becomes
and
an
it
issue.
becomes
when
an
you find out
issue,
you have
right?
a separate
And say
account.
that yeah, and they're mad because their partner has a separate account, which I don't see anything wrong with that. Now,
I think
what I do see something wrong with is that we got a household and we got bills and stuff being paid, and let's say y'all decide that y'all want to keep everything separate, and they're responsible for, let's say, okay, you got the mortgage, I got everything else, or something like that. And we got everything separate, but you're not keeping up with your part,
Right.
then I think that becomes an issue.
I think it could become an issue where, let's say, you have your own account, I have my own account, and something comes up, and I'm like, all right, well, I don't know you have a separate account, and something comes up, I'm like, dang, well, I got to pull my last from over here.
John coming in. Got something.
Okay. What up, brother? But
Swig said, I got that foot hood money, so separate.
so, I don't know you have that account, and I'm over here. Let's say a hole pops in the roof, and I'm like, damn, I gotta spend my last little bit of savings to get this hole in the roof fixed. And you sit there quiet as a mouse, knowing I'm about to spend my last little bit. I spend my last little bit, and then I come to find out not only could you have pulled some money, or at least went half, or you have more than enough to fix it, then I can see that being an issue. Like, okay, you holding out, and you just sit there and let me just eat it, and you just like,
Okay, but then the person will feel like, okay, well, why wasn't you saving some money? Because I'm saving my money like you are, and I'm making sure that my stuff is right. So now you want me to dip into the money that I saved to get you out because you had poor spending, or you didn't plan right.
it could be looked at that way, but the caveat to it was, we had, according to my understanding, we have one account. You see what's in that account. I don't know you have a separate account. A life event happens, and I'm like, dang, babe, I got to use the last of this money right here to fix this. And you sit back like, twiddling your thumbs, knowing you got money stashed over there, and don't kick in as my partner and say, hey, you know what? I got a little something tucked on the side. You got to spend all your money. And I can see where not knowing you had
coming up down there.
Not knowing you had a
the bottom. Oh, that's just what's good for him. Okay, John. Okay, so I know like with us, you gonna talk about it like when we first got together and you didn't know.
Oh yeah, I can bring that. So that's a good thing. That's a good example. So when we first got married, like I said, we had one account.
One account, because he was the only person.
Because I was the only one working. So the way I ran, somebody's supposed to get to it. The way I ran my
Twig said, "What up, V?"
The way I ran my stuff.
Hey, what up? How you doing?
So the way I ran it was, okay, here's the account. I actually gave her the cards to the account. I didn't even carry it. And I was like, okay, you make sure all the bills are paid, pay everything, and then after everything's done, let me know what we have left over. So I know what I can and can't do, what we're going to get into. Are we going to go somewhere? Can we do this or do it? Whatever the case may be. So I never looked at the account. She knew exactly what was in there, what wasn't in there. And one day, I can't remember exactly what happened, but I was like, man, what we gonna do? What we got? And she's like, oh, well, I've been taking money and stashed it to the side from the regular account and put it to the side. And I was like, oh, well, shoot. Cool. At least one of us got our heads screwed on straight to save money. And I was cool with that.
Yeah, so he wasn't mad that I had secretly stashed money. I guess because it worked out for us. Deborah said, why? Why are we hiding money? Are we planning to move out? We don't trust. There's no more what's yours is mine. It is what's mine is mine, and what's yours is still mine. If that's the case, we she said we split sex or babies like that too. Do things together, then certain stuff off, and then certain stuff would be off limits. So basically, she's saying that's what she's saying. She's saying everything's together. But ain't no separating anything for her.
But
you can split kids in. That's the case.
There are some people that are like that, and I can understand her point from that. It's like, why are we hiding stuff? Why are we trying to be separate? And like you said, it's to each their own. Some people are okay with it, some people aren't.
Twig says that's facts. So I guess he was talking about.
Tell him to elaborate on that. What do you mean?
Okay.
What was facts?
Twix, can you hear that? Carol said elaborate.
Hey, John, you on here?
Do you got an opinion?
I got you on here.
You want to hit him up a little
if
bit?
you want to say something, you can. You will be heard.
So we're talking about the money part. So are we keeping our money the same or different?
Twigs already said he got that full hood money, so
he got that hood. He said
he needs separate. He needs separate.
My boy said everything's separate. Never said, well, if everything's separate, split them babies in that sex segment. He said that is facts. Is exactly how you was when we were in Fort Hood.
Yep.
Yeah, he was.
Deborah said we going 50-50 on everything.
Mm-hmm. She said it's 50-50 everything, all the way down.
And this was the other part of the question was: are there different acceptances in dressing men versus women? And we already hit on that.
Yeah.
We can't get away with what y'all get away with.
And we can't. I mean, y'all can't for the most part because like she said. We looking at their feet, and their feet is one of them things we go to first, unfortunately. Besides, looking at your face, we going from straight to your head, straight to your feet. So we want to see what that look like.
We can't walk around with a pair of one of those on.
They better not be. Like she said, no British Knights. No British Knights. Oh, John, you ever own a pair of British Knights?
No, I don't think he ever did. I don't think he ever did.
Look, he probably don't even know how to come on. He be acting like such an old man.
No, he don't. I think he's just not saying that. He might be at work.
Oh, is that what it is? Mm-hmm. So basically, I'm trying to keep up with these. Somebody said something. Trying to keep up with the.
All right, since I got 4 people on here, I guess Mama's still on here. She
ain't say nothing.
All right,
she just listening.
I got you on here again, man. You got something you want to say? If not, I'm gonna.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. We can hear you.
Okay, I'm going back to the finances.
Okay.
Say, for instance, you have one bank account where y'all pay all the bills. Then you have your little separate bank account, and he has his little separate bank account. But it should also be a misdemeanor bank account where y'all agree to put a certain amount in, say $100 each time you get paid or whatever. Then when something come up, that's when you can go to that misdemeanor.
So you mean like an emergency fund?
That could be a emergency fund, yes. That's when you get a hole in the roof and say, okay, let's go and get out of the emergency fund because that is emergency fund. So you go take it out.
Mm-hmm. So you know what? That's good. That's a good one, y'all. So you got to have that other miscellaneous account, like she said. That's the emergency account.
I thought you said the account or something like that.
No, I was trying to say
misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor account.
But
I thought you said the account.
No. Well, let's just say emergency account. But I
Oh,
was trying to say misdemeanor account.
I thought you said miss me account. Like, miss me all that. I'm high. John said, British nice girl. He wore whatever Kiki passed down to him.
Kiki never passed down no British knife.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can't
I
pass
don't
it
think
down
so.
no British nights at all. Keisha just came on and plus or y'all have anything y'all
Who
want
else
to add about the finances?
who else got a miss me account?
It ain't us.
Not a woman on here with miss me account. What's going on with that?
Yeah, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Because as a matter of fact, you know, it was and just a little side, just a little.
You're gonna miss it when the emergency account is empty.
Right.
It was and it heard that was on TikTok. There was a young lady. I guess she found out, you know, her husband had did some things. So what she did was she waited him out and she set up because they had a trailer. I don't know if you saw that, and she had the trailer moving
It's a
while he was at work. So you know,
It's staticky. I hear a lot of static.
Somebody
eating. What if it's John? Close him out.
Whoever did it stop.
It stopped.
It
Probably
might have
was
been
John.
Vonda. She went out. Vonda
Okay,
died.
that's one of them. So let's see where we at. Okay.
So Mama
Yes. Who is the queen that's speaking that said that?
said what?
Oh, that was Jean.
That said what?
What we was just talking about. That was Jean.
Talking about the miscellaneous account?
Miscellaneous account. Yep. That was Jean. And then let's see who else said something. Oh, Angela said every woman should have their own side account. It's essential. Facts.
Why is it essential?
Okay, he wants to know why. I'm not going to elaborate. I'm going to let you. But he said facts. Oh, well, I'm saying facts, but he wants you to say why it's essential. And we got to remember they just behind us just a little bit.
Yeah, but they can hear us now.
Yeah, they can hear us. It just the way it's streaming, they'll be behind us just a tad bit.
For sure.
Let me refresh.
I want to give everybody a applause, a shout out for joining us, chiming in this evening.
She said because you never know when switch up may occur.
All right, so let me dive into this a little bit.
Okay.
So y'all are getting into relationships, wanting to have a side account because you're not sure if your relationship is going to last.
No, you're getting, and so you got to hit them.
I'm not asking you.
Okay. It says add to the stream. Okay. There you go.
You better be sure.
Well, y'all heard his question. I can't answer. I can't answer. He wanna know, are y'all getting in a relationship just to what?
You know what I'm saying?
To run away?
Keep talking about these is essential to have.
It really is. My mama told me I need to have me an account. She said, have your own money. Have your little bit of your own money set to the side.
Her reason was just because of the switch up. So
she said it's not that, it's so we want to make sure we are protected.
Okay.
I can understand. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Mm-hmm. Totally agree. It's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And again, you don't never know what comes up. Stuff will come up. Anything to happen, and you gotta have an extra little stowaway somewhere. Especially if you know you're in a relationship with somebody who may not be the best at saving.
So what do you do in that case? Do you try to
assist in that area? Yes.
Teach them?
Yeah,
show them?
absolutely. But that may not be their thing.
Or you just keep hiding money?
No. What you do is, well, for me, if I was in that situation, we would have to have a real serious talk, because then If I know I'm in a relationship with somebody that doesn't manage money good, then when it comes to the finances and everything that needs to be handled, then that's something I need to handle. So fine, you don't want to give me your money, but like mommy was saying about maybe having a miscellaneous account. Well, your responsibility is for our joint account. This amount of money goes into this account. Everything else after that, that can be yours. But whatever needs to be paid or whatever you agree that we're paying, that you're paying, needs to be in that account. Excuse me.
I distracted her for a minute. Yeah, I'm sorry.
For something he don't need. But yeah, I think that's what should happen. So either they agree that the person that is more responsible be the one to handle the money, or you know, hopefully this is something y'all find out before you get married, because the person should be honest enough to be like, look, I'm not the best with money, and there's a real conversation that should be had. Because to find out after the fact and then the person be like, nah, I don't want to do that, it's going to cause an issue. What happens if you're with somebody who is bad with money? That's what I brought up. And then she said that part. And Deborah said, Ma, she said, come through, Jean, with that. I'm here for that. So she is definitely agreeing with everything you said. But nobody wants to be living with somebody and you trying to figure out from day to day if I'm going to have some place to live because you're bad with money, and then you don't want to agree to even contribute the part to make sure that we're stable and that we got a roof over our head. Yeah, that's a problem for me. And that's definitely a conversation that I definitely tell my children, make sure you got your own, make sure you're able, wherever you live at, you're able to maintain it. Just in case something goes left, you ain't worried about where you're gonna live at.
Okay.
So having money stash, you better, but you also better have a conversation with whoever you're dating before you get married and find out how are they with finances and what that looks like.
Anybody have a question or something they want to ask or they want to input on that?
These are conversations needed before marriage. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is like finance is definitely big on the list. I talked to a lot of people and that stuff don't come up. And then they're sitting there like, I don't know what to do. What do you mean? Because my first question to them was, why didn't you have that conversation before you got into this relationship with this person? Like when y'all dating and you're single, what are the questions that y'all are asking? What are you talking about to these people? Because sometimes, just in the last 6 months, some young ladies I've spoken to, it's like you don't know nothing hardly about the man. You don't know his middle name. You don't know anything about how he is with finances or anything. But then they are jumping into the bed with them, and then you upset when things go left. But the questions that you should have asked before you jumped into bed with him, you didn't. You make those an afterthought. Like, these things need to happen. Chris said, no, me and EJ talked about it. Excellent. See, and that's the stuff that should be happening. So that y'all know what each person's role is going to be within the relationship.
I can't tell you my middle name. I have to kill you.
I had one young lady, she was upset about how the relationship went. And I'm like, but you didn't ask the simple questions.
It'd be like that sometimes.
You didn't ask the simple questions, and now, you're trying to have the conversation after the fact and you're not getting the response you want.
That's very true. Very true. So, any other questions? Anybody want to have any comments or something they want to bring to the table?
Oh, yeah.
What was the last?
Is it wrong to ask someone you're considering marrying about their debt? No,
No,
because no, it isn't. Because if the minute you marry them,
it's y'all debt.
it's y'all debt. So
It's 7 o'clock.
again, that should be a conversation. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That way, y'all know what you're getting into, and you'll know what your starting point, or y'all can be able to come up with a game plan to kind of get rid of that debt. So no, there's absolutely nothing wrong with asking. Those are conversations that should be had.
What do you say, V?
Oh, I was saying my phone died, and I was asking what was the last topic.
The last thing she was talking about was she was about asking questions.
I was answering questions that people were asking.
Oh, okay.
So it says, what happens if somebody asks, what happens if you are with someone who is bad with money?
Yeah, and I said, what do you do about that?
That's terrible.
But it happens. I mean, what do you do?
It do happen. I mean,
Do you teach that person?
in my experience, sometimes they're unteachable.
See?
That's true. Not everybody's unteachable, but yeah.
Yeah,
So let's say
not
you with this.
everybody.
Let's say you with this person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you: you're with this person, and they check off every box
Mm-hmm.
except that box. They're terrible with money,
Mm-hmm.
and they're unteachable. How do you handle that?
Keep my own bank account.
Okay.
But do you agree with what I said? Was my response to that was, okay, you're bad with money. Your responsibility within this marriage or this relationship is to handle, let's say, the mortgage. We're going to set up this joint account, and every month when you get paid or whenever you get paid, your money for this needs to be in that account. Fine, whatever you do outside of that, I don't care, but the money for this household needs to be there. I feel like the person that is the more responsible one should be the one to maybe handle the finance, but make sure that that person is doing their part regardless. So I don't care how bad you are with money, but okay, your check, as soon as you get paid, I need you to make that deposit into that account.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like that's essential.
John, what up, man?
You ask is in something off the limit.
What else?
I think that would be a great thing, Quinn, what you mentioned. That would be a compromise. If that, like if the person is willing to do that.
Right.
Mhm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they have to be a willing participant
Yeah.
in order for it to work out.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
And then Angela asks, is it wrong to ask someone
John said,
you
"How
are
do you turn this mic
considering
on?"
to marry about their debt?
Your mic should be on.
No, because like you said, when y'all get married, that is gonna become your debt.
Right. And that's what I said to, like, I need to know what I'm taking on. So definitely.
John, your mic should be on.
He probably got to do it on his phone, like V had to do. Because yeah, it's on, everything's on our side. He just got to figure out how to do it on his.
Yeah, you got to figure out how to do it on your end because your mic is on.
Twigs, how do you feel about picking up somebody else's debt? Is it a yay or a nay for you? We already know it's probably a nay. He's like,
you better go get you some British Knights.
He said, I ain't paying your debt. Yeah, you got that? Oh, okay, that's yours. Keep that over there.
You're going to tell him go get a job at Walmart.
Twigs ain't going to take over nobody. I'm like, nope, you need to work an extra job.
Yeah, John, you got to look at your phone. You're enabled on our end. For some reason, I don't know what's going on
on your end.
But you're able.
Maybe you gotta No, because you don't ever see your mama on.
Yeah, everybody's straight.
Straight, yeah.
You can see on his end the camera's up, but no audio.
Audio. Your audio is not showing at all on your side. I wonder if you do me a favor, close your mamas. Maybe, even though that shouldn't be a problem.
Nah.
Not the button.
Yeah, it's not gonna do nothing.
Yeah, it's on his, definitely on his side.
Yeah,
I just was
it's on.
checking. But let's see. Angela said, I feel like everyone be so in love, they skip over the reality of things sometimes. Absolutely. I think people get so caught up in the physical when you first meet somebody that nobody on either side said, okay, wait a minute, let's pump the brakes for a minute before we go any further.
What I think it really boils down to is this. I don't think it's so much the so in love thing. I think it's everybody has a set of values.
Okay.
Right? And we don't put those up front. Like V, right? So V was like from head to ankle. You can do whatever.
Right.
But when the feet gotta be right.
Right.
So if that's like a super
that's your pet
strong
peeve.
point, pet peeve. Those things that are your pet peeve, your morals, your values need to be addressed up front.
Right.
What you can do and what you won't do need to be put up front, because then you get into a relationship having established that, and you can't deal with somebody that doesn't handle money very well. But you already got down the line with this person this far, you're in love with them. Now you find out after having a baby or whatever
that, stuff, right.
that they're bad with finances. When you never communicated to each other
from the beginning,
or you lowered
your standards, just so you can be
be with this person,
and then after a while,
and now it's bothering you so much, but you lowered your standards
instead of being upfront about love. This is
upfront with it and standing on your standards
about what I am, what I believe. This is what I want.
Right. What you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do. Because
again, that will help you. I guess that would be something, in my opinion, if you're dating, that'll help get rid of the ones that aren't serious or aren't
absolutely
what you're looking for. So if you say, okay, hey, we both grown. This is where I'm at. Like how we talked about last week. Was it last week or whatever? Or the week before that? Are we just dating to be dating, or are we dating for marriage?
For end goal.
Is there an end goal in that? So with that end goal, what does all that encompass?
John, you went back out, came back in, but your mic is still not
showing on our end. You still can't figure it out. Yeah. Well, hopefully he'll be able to figure it out the next time.
You know what I think too? I think that is a great idea to have those conversations and communicate. But I also think that each person has to be honest.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like with their own shortcomings, because I expect to be with somebody that's better than me. You know what I mean? In certain areas, and I feel like I might be better than him in certain areas. But if somebody that is bad with finances, they have to be willing to come in and say, "Hey, look, I'm terrible." You know what I mean? Like this is something. This is a shortcoming for me. I'm terrible with finances. You know what I mean? So then maybe the other person can be in control of the finances instead of, how sometimes people just in denial about their own stuff.
That's true. I agree with that.
Just don't want to admit it.
And sometimes it's hard for a person to do
Mm-hmm.
and be totally open and honest because they don't want to
feel like they're being judged.
Right. Be judged, right.
But my thing is that comes back to everything she was saying about being honest about who you are and being comfortable about who you are. We are all human. We all make mistakes. We don't do everything right. So nobody's perfect.
No.
So there's no perfect person and nobody's good at everything. Everybody has that one thing or those two things that they're good at and other places where they struggle. Now you just got to be in a place where you're willing to want to try to get better or to learn or to improve. That's something that I think every person should always be striving to do, even in your work, your weak areas. But just, not to say anything or be in denial of that and not wanting to do the work, I think it's an issue.
Right.
Angela said, good, V. That's good. She said everything you said was good. She said, thank you.
Thanks.
I mean, definitely. That's part of that communication thing we were talking about. So, open communication prior to getting a relationship is important. Communication during the relationship is important. And it's all things that I think everybody needs to work on. I think it's a work in progress.
Yeah. So like once you figure out, okay, whether you're dating to be just dating, because I think and I guess there are people out there that's all they want to do is just date. They're not really dating to be in a long-lasting relationship. So if that's your goal and you don't really have an end goal, that's just where you're at, then there would be a certain set of questions or things that I guess you would do. But if you are dating to marry and y'all are planning to spend the rest of your lives together to death do your part, then I think that real conversations about who you are, what you're willing to compromise on, and the things that you're not willing to compromise on. Because there are just some things, like you were saying, as far as standards, that we're not compromising on. She's not compromising on bad feet, bad shoes, or whatever.
I think that should still be in place when you're dating, period.
Some people just dating to be dating. They ain't dating to look for nobody. They dating to have fun.
I think you should still.
Yeah, you should have your standards. And I'm sure they
yes.
got their standards. But what I'm talking about is everything on that level for me is superficial for the most part.
I can see.
So everything's superficial. I mean, because you're dating to have fun. You ain't really trying to get to know me. You're just dating to have a good time and then move on, or whatever the case is. Or, if I spend the block, I spend the block, and that's just what we're doing. We're not doing that to become one. We're not doing that to have anything going on.
But I think you should still have some. I know you said before, but still have some standards, even in the dating pool, because there's such a.
Corey said, "Check your inbox."
A huge. My inbox on what?
Corey, on what? Angela said, honesty goes a long way.
Is he talking about for Restream?
I don't know. I'm about to find out right now. I got
3 people up here on Restream.
Box.
I think that with going back to like what y'all was saying on dating and communication, I think you also need to put it out there like that you're dating with intentions, maybe being married and being in life together. So that way, if you out here looking just to sow your royal oats and have fun, leave me alone.
Right.
You go that way, I'm gonna go this way. I think that conversation needs to be had as well.
Absolutely, because that would mean you putting up front what your intentions are in the dating process. That you're not here. What is that crunching?
Is that Vonda? Is that Goldie or something?
I don't know.
No, it's like it's some interference that comes through the mic.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it you, Kev?
No, I don't know. I don't know what's different, but I honestly believe so, because you're putting out there what your intentions are, and what it is that you. That's all I'm
Yeah.
It would be you putting out there what your intentions are, what you're willing to deal with and not deal with, so they know that you have an end goal. And if that's not their intentions, then like you said, then we could just cut this short now because there's no need for it. And I think that's what everybody in that dating scene needs to be upfront about. What are each other's intentions? Are you here just having fun? Or are you here for an end game looking for a partner? John keep coming back on here.
Yeah, he trying.
He trying to get on here hard.
Yeah, but it
You ain't
ain't.
got no audio, bruh. You might have to just type.
They said it's real choppy on their phone now. Yeah.
Who?
Deborah was saying it was choppy too.
It's choppy. It might be
Yeah.
the signal.
So I wonder if it's the signal that is going out or what. Hopefully it done cleared up because I don't hear it now at all.
Yeah, I don't
So
have it.
I don't hear it right now either. Hey man,
okay.
On Facebook, put a number 2 in the chat if it's still
Choppy.
If it's still choppy.
Yeah, put the number 2 if you're still getting the choppiness. Right now I don't hear it. I heard it earlier, but I'm not hearing it now.
Hey John, go on Facebook.
Right. If you, I mean, the only thing he can do is like what he's doing here is he can get in the chat here on Facebook with everybody else. Because everybody here, they're not actually on the
They're on the Kelly Quinn page, right?
Yeah, Kellen Quinn page. Everybody's up here. Corey, did you now that you're in the chat, did you have something you wanted to add? I know you came in and you can put the questions back up there. I don't know if you can see it.
You want to put the questions back up?
For those that just came in, I'm trying to give everybody an opportunity to
all right, there it is. It's back up.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Hopefully that should do it for everybody and they should be able to see it and be okay. Yeah, now here it is. So those were like the things that we went through. Still getting people's chat. Okay, I think I'm up to date. Deborah was just saying it was choppy. I think that was the last one.
Okay.
Corey was saying something about Facebook, and I'm like, we're on, you're in the chat. So I don't know. I think we're good on that. What else? Let's see. All right. You can continue on.
Yeah, I mean, I said my part on that.
Okay. I know John was trying to get on to say his part, but for some reason he's having issues with his mic. And I'm like, I don't know why. Everybody else's video and mic came up just fine. So what we're looking at is definitely maybe on his side. Corey, I did put the link to Restream in the family group chat if you needed it. Because I know you was asking, were we on? And Ma and Chris told you we were on. Chris, did you have anything else you wanted to add? Your Angela.
It's in there too, right?
What? No, it's
no,
I haven't put it on here. I have to. Let me see if I can do it this way. Let's see.
Anybody have anything else they want to say? Ma,
do it
you
this
still
way.
on here? You have anything you want to say, Ma?
Paste. Put that there.
Well, she might not be on still.
Then I have to go to my
I
box.
have a question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So like we animal people, we grew up Dr. Doolittle.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what if you meet somebody and everything is going good, but they don't like dogs, and they want you to get rid of the dog, like making you choose between them or the dog.
Not even
Are
ours.
you letting that person walk, or are you keeping your dog?
That depends on how much you love your dog. And again,
I'm asking you.
Me?
What are you doing?
What if I told you it was between me and the dogs? Because I was not an animal person.
I'm coconut.
So
I was not an animal person.
For me, it would be It would be easy for me to be like, okay, no dog if I didn't have the dog already.
No, that's what I'm saying. You have the dog and everything is going good with this person, but they don't like dogs. So they want you to choose like them or your dog.
I don't know. I would have to
I think we've come
see if
on
we can come up.
Facebook.
No, no, we're not. It's right here.
It's not showing here. But go ahead.
It's right here. Look.
I know what it's showing there, but it's
Okay.
not showing on Facebook.
So what you want me to try?
No,
to
don't
add
end it. Just leave it. It could be something else going on.
Okay. So yeah, I would have to see if we can come to some kind of compromise. Okay. Do you want the dog to be an outside dog? Maybe we can come to that kind of compromise or something. Maybe the dog not in the house. If I've had my dog for years, um, and now they want me to get rid of the dog and choose them, they probably wouldn't be in my life. Because me personally, my dogs are not pets. They're like family to me. And I've had my dog that long. The person I'm going to be with is gonna like Quintella is not, she was not an animal person per se, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But she know I love animals. So when we got together, she went and got me a dog. I didn't get the dog. She went and got the dog. And she wasn't an animal person at all. Well, she brought me back one of my favorite dogs of all time. So, I think it would align the way it's supposed to align. That even with her not being an animal person, knowing I love animals, she went. I wasn't even looking for it. They're like, "Hey, we need to bring a dog in this house." She saw an opportunity. Was like, "He likes dog. He likes this kind of dog."
Okay.
Let me surprise him.
Chris said EJ got stuck with two fur balls he didn't want. LOL. Angela said, I think they really want to, if they really want to be with you, they would compromise. And I was about to say that. It's really going to come down to that person. I'm okay with the dogs. Now, a cat, I, I don't want a cat. We're not doing a cat. Even with the cat, I did not like cats. I wound up with a cat in my house. Something I said I would never in my life have. I did not want anything to do with a cat. But did I compromise and let the cat come in here? Yes, I did. And I put up with it. So for me, I think a real conversation has to be had with you and that person. Yeah, we're good, but can we compromise something? And again, even though that was something I didn't like, I knew he was. And like he said, I went and got him a dog. I don't know why I did it, but he was always talking about this dog. And I was just like, and I had the opportunity. Well, the person told me the dog was a puppy, first of all.
It was a puppy.
It was just
That
a
was
big
not.
puppy. It was just a big puppy.
That was a huge puppy. And I remember the day they brought me the dog, and I was like, "Where's the puppy at?" They was like, "This is the puppy." No, I'm looking for something like this, not something like that. Um, but by then it was too late, and it was like, okay, what do I do? I don't know how I'm going to work around this. I don't know how I'm going to be able to deal with this, but I love him enough to say, okay, we're going to see what happens.
And she fell in love with the dog.
Deborah said, all right, my good people, I gotta go. The South is calling me. Bye.
Yes,
Love
ma'am.
you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Deborah.
Thank you for coming on. Yeah, we'll be ending here soon anyway, because we gotta run out.
I'm just, I was just thinking because, I'm about to be an empty nester.
Congratulations.
Be an empty nester. And like Gracie tuned in for the podcast too. Okay. She was
Right. She
here.
here for it all.
Like Gracie is so attached. You know what I mean? And so it's just like I feel like I'm about to be an empty nester. Like my dog is attached literally at the hip. If I was to meet anyone and they can't accept my dog, I, Although we go to the end of the road, I'm not gonna be able to do it. 'Cause
Right.
what am I do with her?
I don't blame you because it's like
You know what? She loyal. You know she gonna be loyal.
That's my baby.
I could see something else being worked out if that person's like, it's not that I don't like dogs. I have a super bad allergy when it comes to dogs.
Now, how would you deal with that if they have an allergy?
Now
You better pop this Benadryl.
Angela laughing said
I
every day, twice a day if you need it.
Right, get some Zyrtec. I don't know what to tell you.
That's our baby. Yeah, that's her baby. She don't be
Mhm.
playing. Well, I guess it's a deal breaker for you.
Yeah,
Y'all,
so
y'all,
that's one of the things.
that's one of those
If
things
you
that
have the
won't be.
conversation
That's
up front.
right. That's
Mhm.
you know, I can't compromise on this one area, and that's a real question, and that's something that I think should be talked about up front. How are you with pets? How are you with animals? You know, because I have one, and for me, there's no wiggle room for that. Only because this
Right.
dog's been with me for a minute. So you would have to definitely be looking for somebody who is a animal person.
Mhm.
That way you know, okay, that right there won't be an issue.
You on here, Mom? No, she's not on here. All right. Anybody have anything else? Because we already been on for an hour and almost a half now.
Yeah, almost an hour and a half again, and we're gonna end this at 7:30. So if anybody else has anything, let us know. So we gotta make a one. If not, please hit us up on our socials. Please like, please share, get the word out there. Come on. We are here every Sunday at 6 p.m. here at Recipe to Chivalry on the Kellen Quinn page. We do have merch available if y'all want. Just hit us up. I'll put them back out here at some point. Also, any of our old videos, you can find those on YouTube. They are also there on the Kellen Quinn page. You can go back and you can do the replay on that, but definitely show up. If y'all have any subjects that y'all want to talk about, hit us up. Definitely, nothing is off limits. Believe me, over here, if it's out there, we're going to discuss it. No shame over here. We're going, and this is a non-judgment area. It is what it is. But we are here for you.
And don't be afraid to come on this Restream.
Right, get on the
Like I
Restream.
said,
You know, y'all see B up here looking fly and fine.
I can cut
So,
your camera.
Oh, thank you, girl.
Looking fine and fly.
I can cut your camera off
Right.
if need be.
Right, you don't have to have
You
your
don't have to do
camera
a whole lot
on.
of typing.
Right. You can just we can hear your voice, but definitely come on that side so we can at least hear your voice. It's good that I have it up over here where I can see your comments, but what I got to realize is that we are streaming from Restream onto Facebook.
Right.
So y'all always a little bit behind us. So that means we have to wait sometimes for y'all to respond. So it's not that we don't see your chat, it's just that you're not seeing the response of it right away. And then we're not always catching it either. So it's just a little lag behind because it is being streamed. It's being streamed on Facebook and it's being streamed on YouTube. So that's a whole lot of power being pushed to 2 other social medias at one time. So just be patient with us and thank you. We think you're awesome too, Angela. Love you, baby.
Yes, ma'am.
We thank everybody for tonight. We thank y'all for coming on, and we love y'all. We hope to see you again here next Sunday at 6
I
p.m.
think Mom trying to say something.
Is she trying to say something?
You saying something, Mommy? I guess not. I see the
Okay.
thing jumping, but okay. I just took you.
V, as always, you're our number one guest. We love you.
And I love y'all back.
Christina, happy birthday to our bro EJ.
EJ, happy birthday.
Deborah, thank you so much. We love you. Angela, thank you.
Keisha, thank you.
Thank you. Corey, Twigs,
Twigs, thank you.
finally, Thank you.
John, thank you.
John,
TW,
you
hear
tried. We're going to work with you. We're trying to get your audio right. I'm going to tell you what. He was persistent on trying to get on there. So we thank you.
He had some things to say.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He was trying to get on.
He was trying to get on to say it. So we're going to work with him and try and figure out what was going on with his audio. But definitely hope to see y'all here back next Sunday. This has been another episode of Recipe to Chivalry. I'm Quintella.
And I'm Kel. And thank y'all so much.
Love y'all.
Love y'all too. Bye.
Love y'all. Thank y'all. Good night.